I'll
Okay.
show up.
Go? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, it's Mr. Reed, just gonna show like a few things like with mixed media and like stenciling and creating pattern. So all of you should have like newspaper glued down onto like a piece of paper. And yes, it may look random. And so anyway, we're creating layers upon layers. So right now, it goes through a process where maybe it doesn't look that great, but then like you'll add like the stencil later. I have provided stencils, but I also want you to find like your own stencils. So I did some things with bubble wrap, a provided stencil, and just brush. So to do the bubble wrap, all you're gonna do is dip into like the paint, and then on the bumpy side, not the smooth side, on the bumpy side, you're just gonna cover over parts of it, or the whole thing if you'd like, and then you're gonna print it onto your piece. Then you're gonna turn it over, and then lightly press, and then you lift up. And so again, you can add it in like various areas. Okay, so change up the colors, and then when you use the stencil, okay, don't use the brush. You want to use a sponge like this. So I am going to start placing the stencil like this. You want it to lay flat. Dip into like your paint, but don't dip into your paint and start pressing onto the stencil. What you want to do is like dip into the paint and then dab. You don't want the paint to be all globby on the sponge. And then you just start sponging it on. Like this. If you use the brush, it tends to get underneath the stencil and it doesn't work as well. And then afterwards, you just lift. And it's a great way to bring repetition like into your work. And if you notice closely, I still have a lot of layers underneath. I will probably arrange this so that it is a little bit more organized, because I like randomness, but you also need order. And that is basically it. Thank you.